Hey guys, Mike here. So I was going through Ark Invest trades and noticed there's one stock, which is a pretty popular stock, that they have sold half their position out on in the last 9 trading days. And so I'm going to take you through that and show you, because they've sold a lot of shares of this stock. And this is what they did with Workhorse and several others that I showed you in the past, where they just start trimming down. So eventually they either have none or they're holding very little of it. In this case, I'll show you why I think they're doing this. And not saying they're going to sell the whole thing out, but when you sell 50% of your position and you own millions of shares of something for quite a while, then yeah, it gets my attention, and I want to bring it to your attention because maybe they know something we don't. And so we're going to go into that, and I'm going to show you also, not only that, what they're replacing it with, which 2 of them really surprised me. And so I'll show you that, and I'll kind of give you a little detail on both those stocks as well, so you understand what they're getting into. One made sense totally, and one I was just very surprised about. But and also I'll show you some other things they're filling in using that money for. And so before we get into that, don't forget to use the link down the bottom if you want to purchase your coldest water bottle right here. And so I enjoy it, even though today's a thunderous, stormy day here in Florida, so sorry if you hear any thunder in the background, but I keep pausing for the thunder, and there it is right there. Sorry about that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into what stock they're actually selling out right now. And so the stock they seem to be getting rid of here is Opendoor. As you can see in Ark W, July 9th they had 4.4 million shares roughly, and now July 20th they have 84,755 shares left in that one. And their other fund, Ark F, you can see they have 5.664 million July 9th, and now they have around 5.4 million. So that's half their position gone. And what is it actually, 8 trading days, excuse me. I don't know what they're doing today. And one reason they might be doing this is because they actually have Zillow as well. They own that stock, and it does very similar. It's a competitor to Opendoor. And they have about 9 million shares on hand right now. As you can see, they've increased the position slightly. And so, that's one reason they already have one stock that's been really ramping up to compete with Opendoor. And so that could be a reason they're selling out of Opendoor right now. And Opendoor is one of those stocks, it still has some very big price targets on it. It's a very popular stock. Chainmouth is one of the founders of it, so obviously people get behind it. And I'm not sure, they're obviously holding Zillow, so they already have something very similar to it. And so it doesn't surprise me, I guess somewhat kind of does, but somewhat doesn't. And she may be seeing what Chainmouth SPACs have been doing. They've been kind of going south quite a bit, and so maybe she decided just to go with Zillow, which is fine. Who knows? But obviously they put the research into it. Like I said, they looked 5 years out. Where can I get my best investment from? But also, the bigger question I thought was, well, what are they replacing it with? Because they're bringing in, you sell 5 million shares of something, it's going for about $15 a pop. That's a lot of money. So where are you putting that money at? And so I'm going to start you off with the core positions they're filling out, and then the 2 newer positions. You'll see they go from 0 up to where they're at now in the 8 trading day period here. And so if you look right here, Coinbase is one of the ones they're obviously filling out right now, and they're using some of the money. This is Ark K. Let's go to Ark W. That's where the money would be. They've gone from 904,000 to 1.042 million shares, and then they bought about 40,000 shares in the Ark F, which was where they hold Opendoor stock. Then you look at DraftKings, another one. They bought about 300,000 shares in Ark W. And then you got CND. Now these are the new ones, okay? You got 0 on July 9th. Now they have 2.8 million shares of CND. And what you got is the name of the company is Circle. It's going to go public through this SPAC called Concord Acquisition. It's going to be a $4.5 billion valuation. And so what does Circle do?
Circle provides a suite of solutions. USDC, our dollar digital currency, provides an infrastructure for using dollars on the internet. Circle Account, which provides businesses with an account to store funds, make and receive payments, and generate yield using digital currency and blockchains. The Circle API products help businesses automate and integrate that in really deep ways into their own payments, commerce, and financial applications. And Seed Invest, which helps startups raise capital by offering equity for sale directly to investors on the internet. Circle supports an incredibly broad range of customers, from small and medium enterprises that are trying to take advantage of Circle accounts to streamline how they make payments globally, to some of the largest electronic markets firms in the world who are using our infrastructure to speed the movement of capital in trading markets, to banks and fintechs that are integrating our technology to modernize how they support and make payments, to digital content marketplaces that are using the capabilities of digital currency to offer novel new ways of monetizing digital content online. Circle supports a broad range of companies who have needs in payments, in treasury infrastructure, investing capital, and raising capital. USDC has grown to become the fastest growing dollar digital currency in the world. Today, there are over 22 billion USDC in circulation, growing 30x over the last 12 months. Over the last year, there's been nearly 650 billion transactions using USDC on the public internet.
And so that's the one that didn't surprise me. I mean, a digital currency, that's right up her alley. You know, she's buying cryptocurrencies, Coinbase, and now this stock right here she started piling into, and at $10 a share, obviously she's getting in at the ground floor here. And so the next one is the one that surprised me a little bit here. And so this one's KBSB. As you can see, they had 0 on July 9th, and now they have 3.1 million shares of this one as well. It's going for about $10 a pop here. And this is called Nextdoor, the neighborhood network to become a publicly traded company via this SPAC right here. And so what is Nextdoor? Nextdoor is all about connecting households and businesses and things of that nature with public agencies as well. 1 in 3 U.S. households use it supposedly, 60 million plus verified neighbors, 27 million plus weekly active neighbors. And so my understanding, I've been looking at the presentation for this company, is that they're going to make the majority of their revenue from ad revenue, kind of like Twitter and Pinterest and all of them do, and then they'll have other sources of revenue as well. So it just surprised me because they own a bunch of those companies already do ad revenue, and I'm sure they have other things coming. So obviously they've done the research and know something about this company. But as you can see, I mean, 3 million shares at $10, they're doing really well with that. And so I think that's what they're replacing it with. They're maintaining Zillow, and you don't really see them selling out of any of their shares on that one. So it kind of does the same thing Opendoor does, which kind of surprised me either way. But you know, this is called reallocation, right? I mean, this is what they do. It's what everybody should do with their portfolio. You can look at it and you say, I don't think in 5 years this is going to be doing as good as this one over here, so let me sell some shares. Again, they might not sell out of the whole Opendoor. They might keep it in Ark F, right? You know, you see them, they're already starting to sell shares. And so, you know, they might keep an Ark F. I think Ark W, that's going to be zeroed out very soon. Maybe even be today, the night when I check to see what the sales are. There's no reason to hold 87,000 shares when you had 5.3 million. And so I think they'll be out of that tonight. We'll have to see on Ark F that they just keep selling. If they do continue to sell, you know they're going to go ahead and zero it out in that one as well. And so that'd be something to pay attention to. If you own the stock, you know, I want to look at it and stuff. I mean, I actually own shares in the stock, so you know, I'm going to look at it and stuff and see. I haven't seen anything out there that would really trigger them to do this, but it's one of those things that this is just what they do. They have plenty of researchers that say, no way this stock is going to produce more than Zillow. And so if we take that money, we put it in a Coinbase and DraftKings and these two SPAC mergers right here, we're going to make a lot more money than we would if, you know, we held on to Zillow. And so that's the way it works. And so it's a good example of it. So I want to bring it to you and let you at least know what's going on there. So if you got anything out of it, hit the like, subscribe button for me, guys. I really appreciate that. Don't forget, hit that link down there in the bottom of the description. Open your account with BlockFi. You know, you can earn interest there. Also, they're getting ready to start rolling people off the waiting list for their credit card where you can earn Bitcoin on your purchases, and it is a 0% annual fee, so it doesn't cost you anything to actually have.